I'm Tiffany Alewine, the chair of the Georgia Trust for Historic Preservation. After an extensive national search, we are pleased to share that we found our next leader of the Georgia Trust right here in our very own backyard. An Atlanta native and founder of the Buckhead Heritage Society, Wright brings to us a strong combination of both legal experience and over 15 years of professional involvement in historic preservation. I'm pleased to introduce to you Wright Mitchell, our new president of the Georgia Trust.
I'm Wright Mitchell. I grew up in Buckhead. I went to the Lovett School. I attended the University of South Carolina on a football scholarship, and from there I went on to Emory University Law School and have been in Atlanta since I graduated from Emory. I very much view myself as a Georgian first and an Atlantan second. Some of my earliest memories growing up in the state of Georgia are visiting various historic sites around the state. I remember as a young boy climbing on the cannons at Kennesaw Mountain, and I also vividly remember visiting the Battle of Bloody Marsh on St. Simon's Island, and it just blew my mind that these things had happened right here in our state. And it fueled in me a passion for history and historic preservation that's been with me throughout my personal and professional life.
Having a background in historic preservation law is a tremendous asset for all the work that needs to be done across the state, both far and wide, in large cities as well as small towns, to help preserve and protect Georgia's historic treasures.
Preservation law can entail many things. Depending on which side of preservation law you're on, most of the folks that I've represented over the years don't have the resources to hire a private attorney who charges $400 an hour, because the developers can always afford the high-priced attorneys. It's the people that are members of the Historical Society or that may be descendants of individuals buried in a private cemetery, or just your everyday homeowner who typically don't have the resources to hire attorneys to litigate or to advise them about historic preservation matters. It's a way for your everyday citizen to gain access to the same tax credits, the same preservation measures that are available to developers and to corporations. Many citizens of the state of Georgia probably don't realize they live in a historic home, that their neighborhood may be eligible to be placed on the National Register, or it may be eligible for local district protections.
The Georgia Trust is striving to ensure that every story is told and that we have really made an impact in all four corners of the state when it comes to preserving and protecting our historic treasures. We are confident that Wright will lead us into an exciting new era of protecting Georgia's historic places.
What I've learned in historic preservation and history in general is that my ability to understand the place where I live and the people I interact with is influenced by just understanding the history of that state, of those people. And it kind of guides me in understanding a lot of things that might not be on its face, on their face apparent as to why things happen or why things are a certain way. I think you have to understand your history to understand what's happening in the present day. And I think that it would be great for Georgians to really understand kind of how this state grew from being a trusteeship before it became a royal colony to becoming the thriving state that it is now.
Right. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome you as our new president of the Georgia Trust.
Hi, I'm Wright Mitchell, and I'm excited to be the next president and CEO of the Georgia Trust. Like you, I share a strong passion for historic preservation. It's been very much a journey for me, and I'm looking forward to continuing my journey with the members of the Georgia Trust.